The Maryland Million Turf is ungraded at 125,000. It's the seventh race on the Saturday card, Maryland Million Day at Laurel. It's run at a mile and an eighth on the turf for 3-year-olds and up, and it's a pretty good field. We've got a couple here you may have seen running before, most notably Krabs and Beer, who has made his way onto the graded stakes circuit. He just most recently ran a pretty good second in the dinner party at nice odds. I think it's a pretty evenly matched field, as is probably going to be the case with most of these. So that certainly represents some nice betting opportunity. You look at this field, sports editor excuse me, is probably going to be the speed of the speed. He can run. I think his fractions will probably be pretty decent. I don't think they'll be overly slow. And he certainly will try to control. I don't think Goodbye Note can likely stay with him at 3 years old. It's going to be a little tough to stay with a horse who's accomplished as a sports editor. Certainly has the chance to wire this field, but where I think the thrust of this race is in the pace pressers. Most notably, Starstruck Notion and Sky's Not Falling. The two of them, I believe, are in the best form. I kind of give a little bit of an edge to Sky's Not Falling. I just came off wiring a mile and a half field, and doesn't necessarily have to have the lead. Can rate and come from off the pace, but is in really good form. Coming in second off the layoff, I think makes a lot of sense here. Starstruck Notion certainly is on the rise at 4 years old. Has been running pretty well. Seems to be stuck in a gear speed-wise. He runs an 86 in every race, but I like his grit, and I like the way he's handling big, tougher fields than what he's likely going to get here. So I think he's very logical, and honestly, it was hard to split hairs between the two of them. I'm going to give Sky's Not Falling a little bit of an edge, just based upon current class, really, that more than anything else. Krabs and Beer is a horse who always seems to bring it in these races, and I don't think this will be an exception here. This is a little bit of class relief from some of his prior efforts, and I really, to be honest, I think this is a 3-horse race. It's between Starstruck Notion, Sky's Not Falling, and Krabs and Beer. I'm going to give a little bit of an edge to the two horses who will be probably a little closer to the pace. But I'm certainly not going to rule out Krabs and Beer from factoring in, possibly as a win candidate. Street Copper is the lone closer in the race, and for that reason, we're going to keep him in. And incidentally, you don't see it too often, but you got two half-brothers here, Street Copper and Sky's Not Falling, are both by the same dam, so that doesn't happen too often, but they are both owned by R. Larry Johnson, who's very prominent down in on the Maryland circuit. So I think Street Copper is the lone closer. Probably doesn't have the top end to get it done here, but being all alone in the back is always an advantage, and I think is a very good bet to get underneath, hence the asterisk. So if we look at our wagering strategy, I'm going to go with Sky's Not Falling as the win pick, but Starstruck Notion, I think, is to me, they're 1 and 1A. I think they are the two best candidates to win this race, followed a little bit by Krabs and Beer. So we're going to go with a 5-3 cold exacta. Then we'll box the 3 and the 5. Then we'll do a key with 5 on top with 3, 7, and 8. Trifecta, we'll go 3-5, 3-5 with 1, 7, 8. 3-5 with 1, 7, 8 with 3-5. And then, because I think it is hard to separate our top 3, I'm going to box them. And we'll just go with a 3-5-7 try box. I wouldn't, probably could go with an exacta key box with 5, 3, and 7 as well, now that I think about it. But I think they're the top 3, and I think in that respect, this may be a pretty form-fitting race. But we're going to go with Sky's Not Falling to take down the Maryland Million Turf. Hope this analysis helps you with your own wagering strategy. Wish you the best of luck as always. And, I haven't mentioned it in a while, but please like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. The community's been growing very well over the last few months, and we certainly appreciate it. Love having you aboard. We're going to have more from the Maryland Million. We'll cover all the major ones. And we've got the Sycamore Stakes for Keeneland coming up. I did post one for the Queen Elizabeth II Challenge Cup from Keeneland on Saturday's card, so go on and take a look at that posting as well. So that's it from here. I'll talk to you soon, and until then, be well.